Okay. Man, it has been a hell of a morning. Boy, let me get all this stuff fired up and we're going to be ready to go. Definitely a later start than I wanted to have. Not fun. But you know what? Things happen. We're trying new systems. We're going to make this work one way or the other. So let me just check in on all my stuffs. Make sure we're going properly. And then we will be off to the races, y'all. We have a lot of decks. I put in a bunch of decks, like 30-ish. So we should have plenty to play today. Hopefully featuring some of the cards people want to see, or at least styles of decks people want to see. So that will be a good thing. Oh, and let me bring up my Facebook page as well, so I can keep in contact with all the people that are watching over there, because we're going to be live on Twitch and Facebook and the YouTubes today, all together. All right, let's see what else we got happening here. Get the chat up. Whew. Yeah, so for people that don't know, there's a new system that we're using for early access. Normally we have to download a separate client and do all that stuff. This time it's actually all in one place, and we're using our existing clients and everything else. So we'll see. Hopefully there aren't any issues. They said they've tested everything, so we should be good to go as far as that is concerned. Just trying to double check everything one last time to make sure we are good, because once we go, we're going to be going. Oh my gosh, this is just one of those days, man. It comes with the territory. Like, you can't be a creator, streamer, whatever, and not hit roadblocks, right? It's just, system's not built that way. We will always have something. It's just kind of how it goes. Okay, looks like we are streaming clearly to Twitch. Looks like we're good on YouTube. Looks like we are good on Facebook. Excellent. All right. I will do a quick share to the Discord. Thanks. We already got new subscribers coming in. Fantastic. Much appreciated. Let me put this in the Discord for everybody, and folks can come hang out. All right. That's done. So welcome. Hey, Robo Karate. How's it going? Thanks for the Prime sub. Much appreciated. Whew. This is going to be an interesting day today. We're going to be playing a lot of cards that do a lot of weird things that we don't know how they're going to work. But you know what? We made some deck lists to find out, so that's what we're going to do today. Should still be a lot of fun, though. I mean, that's the biggest thing. Okay, so I was going to let a few people stroll in here first, but for folks who don't know, let me just say, credit to Yeoman5, because he makes a lot of deck lists, and we are going to be playing several of his lists today. Why? Yeah, let's not do that. I'm messing with my camera here, trying to get a little bit of a different look for y'all. All right, there we go. Let's see. RoboCarati says, recently back in MTG and loving the YouTube content. Thank you so much, because, man, these last 2 weeks have been crazy. Man, I think me and Dev filmed 6 different videos in the last, like, 3 days. And, of course, all the preview stuff, having to make deck lists, you know, all the regular daily video stuff, all the deck testing, stuff behind the scenes you haven't even seen yet. So, yeah, it's been quite a busy time. Hey, Red Celtic Dragon, how's it going? Oh, my gosh. All right. People looks like they're starting to roll in here now. And I expect we'll have a light crowd, because I got a late start compared to everybody else. I had some technical issues with the new system, but we figured it all out. We should be rocking and rolling. But let's see. What do we want to start? I'm gonna start with the deck list here. Before we get into the other stuff, while the crowd's still showing up, I want to try, where do we have it? It did split my deck list up, so some are at the bottom and some are at the top. We couldn't figure out what happened and why that's a thing. But Spaceship Survivors, I kind of want to give this a go. Basically, taking advantage of Seriema to go find Kona or Rip or whatever, and then just get things into play and try to do dumb things with like Galta, Bahamut, Progenitus, whatever. We're gonna see if it works. Welcome, Night Sky. How's it going? Whoop. Here we go. Man, I have learned some new things about my streaming setup. I was up till about 3 o'clock last night, about 2:30 actually, going over some tech stuff with some people, and it's quite amazing. Some things that are possible. let me say that that I didn't know were possible. But I kind of do want to give this a shot just because we're doing silly things. We do get to play with the Seriema here, and then the planets. So the downside here, this doesn't have a lot. Let's not do this one first. If we're gonna do something first, let's find one that's got more Edge of Eternity cards in it. There's the Kavu Landfall. Actually, those of you that are here early, let me know what type of decks you're interested in. I'm gonna try to knock those out at some point today for everybody. Let me go back here. We technically set up an event for this, but it's a weird system, but it allows us to play each other kind of on a separate part of the server. Nice guy says it's going good. Can only be here for a bit. I have work in 55 minutes. Hey, you got to pay the bills. You know, that's important. There is Dawn Sire combo if y'all want to mess with this for a minute. Drill Too Deep, the Inquisitor, blah, 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 blah. It's got that stuff going on. What else do we got here that I think... Oh, Big Red, I think, is actually pretty interesting. Because you get to play the new little mana guy. We get access to Tanic, so we can play some of the big stuff pretty silly. I did add the Fire Crystal to Yeoman 5's deck, but we do get to play with Clive as well, which I think is pretty sweet. So that could be kind of fun. Magnetron, how's it going? Welcome. What else do we... maybe we go Big Red first. It doesn't have a lot of new cards, mind you. It's got... You know what? Just because of the type of deck we're playing with this, I would play one... I'm going to cut one Soulstone Sanctuary for Planet, the red one. Just so we can have one in here and try it. I don't know it's going to do anything, but I at least want one in there just so we can see if we get to it and it does something. So let's do that. Let's start with Big Red. Let's see what we can do here. Boom. All right. Welcome, everybody. If you're new to the streams, I am PowrDragn. I post stuff literally every single day on YouTube. We're now at over 5.5 years of stuff every day, which is insane. Insane. And this week's been like 2 or 3 things every day. Actually, for about the last week. It's been dumb. It's been very dumb. But hey, we're getting there. Hey, what's it going, dude? How's it going? All right. So let's fire this up. We're going to be into the first deck here. Let's go. What's up, Dragon Brood? It's that time. We got some Edge of Eternity stuff to play with and some fun new cards. We're going to be seeing that for the next week. Today, though, we're going to be playing Big Red. And credit to Yeoman 5 for having the basis for this deck. I only swapped like 2 cards, I think. The rest of this was all him. Good dude. He makes a bunch of deck lists. We're going to feature a lot of his stuff over the next week or so. So even if I don't say it, just know that's where a bunch of these probably came from. All right, getting to the top, we do have to have some removals. So we got Burst Lightning, not a surprise. And we should have enough mana that we could even just do this for 5 later, or for 5 mana, 4 damage later. We are playing Sarkhan because we have a few dragons, not a lot, but a few. Maybe these will work. If not, it's just a body. We have Zookeeper McCann, which is another ramp spell here. It's a new one. It's a 1/3. And then later on, we can give something +4/+0. I don't know how often that's going to come up. We do have Ironcrag still, which helps us with our ramp things. Screaming Nemesis, yeah, you probably hate it, but it's still a good card. Tanic, this is the main reason we want to play this type of deck. Because other creatures we control have haste, which is big. But other red creatures we have, because we don't have any artifact creatures in the deck, actually have warp cost of 3. So this will allow us to get the benefit of things for 3 mana, and then we get to cast the card again later. We do have the fire crystal as well, which makes everything cost less. Interestingly, I don't think this applies to the warp cost, but I mean, I guess we'll find out at some point. And then we do have Dragonhawk, Fate's Tempest. With haste, this is fantastic because it hits the battlefield. You get to look at a couple cards, get the trigger twice, and maybe get to deal like 8 to 12 damage, which is super nice. Twin Maw Stormbrood. We're mostly playing this just for the Omen side to deal 5 to remove a creature, but every once in a while we'll get to actually make a dragon. Then we have Clive, Ifrit's Dominant. We played this early last season. Card is so good. Just getting the cards off of it, we're usually going to be drawing like 6+. And then if we get to flip it to the backside, that's just a bonus. We do have Overlord of the Boiler Bilges. Obviously really good if we get to do it for 3 as well. So we love that. And then only new land we're playing. We're trying 1 of Memorial World. I don't know if we're ever going to actually like get it up to speed or station it completely, whatever we want to call it. But it is an option. So we'll see. As always, deck list will be over on Moxfield. If you want to download it, play it, try it for yourself, you know the good stuff. But don't forget to check out Tales of Adventure if you want to save some money. And we have a new Tales of Adventure deal, so check this out. So good news, my sponsor Tales of Adventure has a sweet deal for new customers over on their website. You can get a free Edge of Eternities collector booster pack. All you have to do is go to Tales of Adventure, so it's toamagic.com. Spend $100 on anything, any cards, new or old, that you want to. Put in my code DRAGON, D-R-A-G-N, and then that's it. And when you check out, the promo description will say includes free collector pack. Don't have to do anything more than that. And if you're already an existing customer, you can still use my code DRAGN. It'll save you 5% on your whole order. So thanks again to Tales of Adventure. Let's get back to playing some Magic. All right, let's go see what type of games we can get into. Let's load this up. Good old Big Red. And let's see who we can find to fight. Go ahead and play. All right. This will be interesting because I don't know what anybody's bringing to the table today. It could be all kinds of stuff. This is going to be a little bit crazy. We should just be seeing new cards that people are playing. But, yeah. Let's keep this. Mostly because I have Sarkhan and I have a dragon already, which helps. Bruh, did somebody really just bring chocobos into this mess? Alright, pass a turn. They did indeed. Alright. We're out here trying to play fun stuff. Yeah, I'm not blocking. That'd be crazy. Do what you're gonna do. Alright, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and play one of these then. I was gonna do other things, but this just makes more sense right now. I could technically have probably played the Overlord of the Boiler Bilges, but I'll just keep the mana in case we get it for Dragon Tempest next turn. And we'll just see what's up. Alright, hey, at least that does something. That's new. Alright, opponent opted not to attack here. So I think what we're going to do, take advantage of the situation. Let's go ahead and play this. And then, no need to attack there. Let's just sit back. I could have also saved that mana, but figured I'd just go for it. If we top deck one, we're in a reasonable spot. Hadn't really thought about it, but Screaming Nemesis looks like they're trying to hold the fort here. Where did this guy get a counter from? Is it from this thing? Each creature you control with an additional +1 on each land that entered the battlefield under your control. That's okay. Well, that makes sense. Wait. Each creature you control enters with an additional +1/+1. All right, so we could try to kill this, but there's no real guarantee we're going to make it happen. But I guess we got to do it. We don't have much else going on here, right? I assume there's like a snakeskin veil or something. Nope, there wasn't. All right, well, that was pleasant. Let's just... Oh, actually, you know what? I could start putting station counters if I'm willing to... Nah. I could have probably stationed for 2 there and been okay. Realistically. But now that we know they don't have a snakeskin veil, I think we just put Tanic into play, and then there is a world where we could warp the boiler bilges and attack. They'll have it over 8 toughness by then. Yeah, that wouldn't even matter. That's the card I was worried about. I have that in a list later that we're going to be playing. Ouroboros, I think, is one of the coolest new cards. Oh, you are way too late, Mr. Burst Lightning. Yeah, I guess we just go with this. Not sure what else we're going to do. We haven't drawn land for I don't know how many turns now. We had a good mana start, and then nothing else. The only benefit we have right now is the Screaming Nemesis has literally just been staring down these giant monsters. And as far as I can tell, they don't have anything for trample, so we'll see. I mean, if they get anything that gives stuff trample, we're cooked. But at least for now, we could double block Chocobo, send damage to Ouroboros or whatever. But the creature's about to be gigantic. This is what happens, though, with Ouroboros, right? Like, you just get creatures that are so large. All right, land showed up. Probably too late to matter. But hey, we'll do the thing anyway. Whoa, what is this? Oh, weird. That was a crazy... Did y'all see that when you try to cast something and you have the option to warp? What the hell? That looks crazy. Oh, man. Okay, cool. Well, am I going to warp this? I guess that's a real question now. I guess the question is, if I warp this, could I potentially still kill the opponent? Because right now, we're only getting 1 card. We attack as another card. That's 9 points. They're at 22. So they go to 13. I don't see a world where that changes enough, but hell, who knows? I'm going to do it anyway. And we do get to grow Sarkin. I don't know if that'll matter. We do actually kind of want the land, but we just played one. All right, here's another weird thing. If we hit them for the right amount there and they don't have trample, we can currently just block across the board and just kill them with the Screaming Nemesis. So as long as they don't have anything with trample, and I guess we can match blocker for blocker, obviously, down the road, we're kind of okay. So that's kind of our new goal. Just be able to keep putting stuff. If they play a creature, find a way to play a creature, basically. Heaven forbid to get something with haste that'd be like plus whatever, 36 or something here in a second. I mean, their deck is doing the thing. Don't get me wrong. But literally, Screaming Nemesis is just holding the fort here. This is crazy. Yeah, you might as well thin the deck out. Go get all the lands. Shoot. Literally, if they'd had one, whatever, like Garrick's Uprising or whatever, this game would have been over a while ago. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, they could have Terras. Or not Terras, but what's her name? Tifa. Ouroboros at 384 is hilarious. Like, Screaming Nemesis is just like, bring it, brother. Let's go. This is so dumb. The best part, I mean, even I will say this though, even if they got a fight spell, that would be bad because they just get rid of a blocker and then just whichever one gets through. Oh, they're giving me the sad Hedron emoji. I mean, I guess I shoot them because we ain't gonna be able to kill a creature. That's not happening anytime soon. You know what? Maybe I don't, because there is a world where I guess it's possible we could have to burn them out. All right. Since I remembered about the... Oh, there's a Clive. About the fight spell, I'm actually not going to attack, just in case. But right now, we should have it next turn. Double Ouroboros. Oh my gosh. And you can stack those? That's so funny. So they both go on at the beginning of combat step. You can put the bigger one on top so it adds counters first, and then the smaller one goes off. That's awesome. Totally appreciate everything the opponent's doing right now. This is cool. I just hope later when I get to play Ouroboros this season that I get one that's even half that large. I probably won't, but that would be great. All right, the thing's at 1632 and counting. I'm not even mad. Like, keep doing your thing, man. You put the cards in there. We get to see big numbers. Let's do it. And it's at now 3264, and it will be even larger. Stack them correctly so you can get the most you can get out of that opponent. Did it stack it? Oh, it did it wrong for them. Dang it. They could have had the bigger one, then the littler one. Either way. I mean, now we can attack and just kill them with the Dragon Hawk. Lands, am I right? Yeah. You did get a lot of lands. That be true. Yeah, all right. What's the biggest one? I guess we block an Ouroboros with this guy. Yeah, they're just saying good game. They just realized what's going on. All right. Well, that's a crazy one to win. We get to put our opponent at negative 6,521. Awesome. I don't even... That's... Okay, that's a game of Magic. All right, let's go. That was crazy. Fun, but crazy. The good news is we did get to see our cards actually do their thing while they were doing their silly thing. So that's good. Ooh, we can't keep this. We drew kind of all the upper end, unfortunately. This is okay. Not great. We don't have a dragon in our hand. We'll keep it, though. Am I going to get rid of a Screaming Nemesis? Probably. I think so. I wouldn't be upset at drawing a dragon here, though. Okay, like said, doesn't matter. You're not getting one anyway. I do like little mana creatures, especially 1/3s with bonus abilities. Alright. And Nurturing Pixie. Looks like we're doing some artifacty things. That's fun. I think I'm just going to focus on getting rid of their bodies here for a little bit. See how many resources we can get them to spend, and then try to hit them with Sark and Screaming Nemesis by the time these start becoming real bodies. And they're going to be taking damage from their starting towns for a bit too, which is nice. Oh, you'll be good later. I don't think I want to waste an Overlord there, so I'm just going to attack with a Screaming Nemesis. Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh, you're just going to bounce that. That's fine. That we can live with. So it's a good thing we didn't waste an Overlord. We wouldn't have got anything anyway. They would have just bounced a dude and it would have been wasted. And we wouldn't have had as good a target as we have right now. This is way better for us. Oh, man. Okay. Let's go ahead and get rid of the 2/4. Actually, if we block, maybe they block with 3 Littleins. We kill off those. We kill off this and this. We can shoot that for 2, save this for something else. I don't know if that's the better play or not. I think I'm just going to go ahead and kill it, actually. I think no matter what, I'd rather have this losing counters, because we're going to get this other one in 2 turns. I think that's fine. Alright. And even if we don't get any more playable cards, I can just play Sarkhan and Burst Lightning, and that's fine. Oh, gross. Alright, well, this is where things are going to get terrible. I mean, I know you have at least something for 1 mana. Probably the thing that exiles a card. That would be bad for us. Huh. Alright, well, let's go ahead and play this. And I guess I might as well shoot the flyer while we have an opportunity. No attacks. If we get an untapped land, though, we get to load our hand, drawing 9. Oh, well, we don't know what we'll have left on the battlefield. Maybe we're drawing a little less than that. Cosmic Grand Zenith. Probably going to pump up some things if I were guessing. New follower, thanks. Oh, what are we going to do with this? Get rid of our Overlord of the Boiler Bilges? Makes sense. Sure. They did not want to all-out attack there. Sad that you come into play tapped, because you could have been big business. But at this time, you are not. I think we're in trouble here, folks. I mean, if I were the opponent, I would just pump the team and then get in there, because we can't really do anything about it. Even if we block 3 things, we're still taking close to lethal. Right? Hey, I wouldn't even... I mean, you could, but I was like, it doesn't even matter what you pick up here. Alright, yeah, I'm just going to give them the GGs. We didn't even really play much this game. Yeah, just kill anything. Bump your team, attack. That's lethal. Bring it. Opponent! Come on. Do you not have another spell there? Really? Okay, well, that's crazy. I can't cast Clive now, though. It's not even worth targeting the Zenith, either, because they can probably just bounce it. Maybe they can't, though, because if you could have bounced something, wouldn't you have just done that? That's weird. I don't know what's going on. I swear I thought we were dead that turn. Two, 4, 5, 6. Well, I guess we blocked 2. Yeah, well, I guess we'd have been at 1. Yeah, alright. Sure. Yeah, we're still just dead. I don't... like, I'm still confused. Like, how we're even still playing Magic. We should have been very, very dead. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, this is what I feel like opponent should have done last turn. Just play 2 things, attack us. I have nothing left because I have to block with everything, and then I'm just dead. Alright, they're just playing with their food at this point. Alright. I gave them the GGs. Like we're way dead. I don't know what they're doing. Like I'm cool letting you play cards if you're doing new fun things, whatever. But at that point, they're just pumping creatures and whatever. Game's already over. They've already done all the stuff they could do. Alrighty. Let's keep it. No early duress. That's nice. Let's pass. Do I get to kill anything? Well, it's not a thing you love to kill, but I mean, I guess we can. Knowing what's going to happen next turn anyway, we're probably just playing Ironcrag, unless they play something we desperately need to kill, which I doubt will be the case. Seeing that go away... Oh, no, they could play that next turn anyway, though, right? Alright, I'm going to do this. Make a treasure. Grim Bauble. Alright, way you go, Sarkin. We're okay with that. Oh, and they didn't have another land, because they definitely would have played that other card. So that's good. Then we can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we could just Clive next turn if we do that. Alright. But we don't get much. We just Clive for 2 if we do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I maybe we're just even casting Dragon. I don't even know if we'd actually Clive, honestly. What is that? Nutrient block. Gain 3 life. When it's put in the graveyard, you draw a card? Sure. Alright, so no matter what we do, we'll still have 6 next turn. So I'm going to go here, get our 5 life, and just have a big body. Alright, sacking it, getting some cards, making some maps. It's a lot of cards. I mean, that's a good thing to draw there. Alright, you got it. I was just about to say, is there a chance we could get a couple of other things along the way before I just run this Clive out there? Yep, you got it. And then gonna kill my nemesis. Yep, looks like something's about to get sacrificed. Oh, it's a Rottenmouth Viper. That's a thing. Huh. Well, alright then. Let's get rid of this, because that doesn't do much here. Let's go ahead and play Clive and get us 3 cards. Decline. We might need that mana. Ooh, didn't need another Clive, though. I mean, I guess on the plus side, I could block with one of them. Well, guess I'm psyching that. We'll discard this. Block. And then obviously we have to kill the Viper here, or at least attempt to. Alright, nutrient block. Let's go ahead and get 2 new cards. Much as I would like to have a Screaming Nemesis out there. Right? Whenever a non-token artifact you control enters, create a colorless, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Alright, Clive survived. That is a bit of a surprise here. I guess we just do this. See what we find. Well, those were not very helpful. I'm just going to hit the opponent with it. We have plenty of mana, so sure. And now we can activate a land. We can shoot the opponent for 2. All right. What do I feel? There's another Viper coming here. Yep. Gonna draw some cards. Get a 1-mana Viper. Good addition, though, for that deck. All right. They're going digging. What else we got? Yeah, I think even if they would absolutely have to kill the Dragonhawk here to... Well, it wouldn't even matter, because we can activate a land and still shoot them, even if we just attack with Clive, I think. Alright, we take some damage. Resolve, I don't even... We'll just lose 4. I mean, like, I'd just rather keep the damage in hand at this point. Yeah, activate one of these. Go attacking. Oh, there's a fire crystal. Bit late. Yep. Alright, that was an interesting game. Their deck was pretty cool, honestly. Yeah, the only thing that helped us that game, realistically, was that we drew multiple Clives. Like, getting those extra cards helped us get to where we could set up some stuff. And possibly even the 5 life we got off of the Stormbrood earlier, too. So, interesting games, for sure. Oh, weird. Yeah, I noticed a couple of you, or Axel was saying the screen went black for some reason. I'm up on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, and it all looks good for me. So I usually monitor my stuff so I can see. But yeah, everything looks like it's working. Yeah, wish I had a better solution for you. I don't know what's going on there, but it looks like y'all refreshed and it works, so that's good. Okay, we get to go first. I'm gonna keep this. I want to get Memorial World off. That's what I want to do. My live doesn't show on YouTube. Okay, well, I will fix that. Let's go. Let me see. Give me 1 quick second. Sorry, opponent. I am going to go in here and see if I could adjust a setting and make the live show on YouTube. Oh, weird. It's showing as public. Huh. Weird. Okay, I'll have to go look here in a second. Alright, I will check it out here in just a second. Let's go ahead and play Sarkin. Make a treasure and pass. It was kind of a flurry of technical problems today, so not a surprise that something didn't go smoothly. I expect we're going to see a lot of these decks today. There's a lot of different versions of those that are pretty fun. Ooh, what do we do here? Kind of want to go for some Tanic action, but I think I'm going to wait, because even just playing... You know what? Nah, let me just kill this guy, right? Whenever you sacrifice an artifact, deals 2 damage. Yeah, let's just kill this. Whoa, no! I played the wrong card out of my hand. Dang it. Alright, well, we'll see if they bite. No, they're not blocking. I meant to play this. I was just going through other stuff there. Well, all right. Well, now that I goofed it, I got to commit to it anyway. Got too many things going on. Just playing sloppy. All right. Gonna go find some lands. Is that their whole turn? Nope. Okay. Guess maybe it is. Gonna go attacking. All right. Now let's find something big off the top to use with Tanic. Man, you know what? Let's find a Clive. Clive here would be great. 2/4, and you get to draw a card. If you have another land, I'm assuming. They did not have another land, so that's great. Yeah, we're in. We are not warping. We're just going to play it through. That effect for Tanic's warp thing is kind of crazy. Yeah, everybody's in there. Whoa, whoa. This can't be good for us. Opponent didn't even want to try to block anything. That's always a concern. Your opponent's like, nah, I'm not blocking, son. Oh, no. They have pain for all. Oh, no. Wait, they're hitting themselves? What's happening here? Oh, this is just their way of conceding, I guess? All right, sure. Yeah, I was waiting for something crazy to go down. Okay, let me hop over to YouTube and see if I can get a fix for y'all real quick. Because... oh, I see what the problem is. All right. It's weird. It was scheduled. It should have just shown up. But it should be showing for everybody now, I think. Or it will in the next, like, couple of seconds. There's usually a, like, 8 or 9 second delay. But should be up now for everyone, I think. Yeah, that is the first time we got Tanic versus Tanic. That is a good call. First time that's happened today. All right, we're going to play a couple more with this, and then we'll fire up another deck. But I do like big red decks. Like, being able to sneak big dragons into play and do silly stuff, like, I'm here for it. And Clive, I think, is still an underplayed card. Like, we've genuinely won games just because you draw a Clive, and it's like, oh, 3 more cards. That's awesome. Let's keep this. I can't see a reason to get rid of this. Pass the turn. Sadly, we're not drawing any of the new cards right now, but, you know, we'll get there. It's wild to think about how big Standard is, because there's just cards you forget are even a thing. All right, can we get an untapped land to at least put pressure on the opponent's possibly Reanimator type shenanigans? Probably going to be putting some spaceships or something in there to get back, right? In stone, that works. All right. Kind of don't mind even if this dies, truthfully, because we do have another one. And if they get the end stone into play, then they go to 10, and we can definitely kill them from 10. Dragonhawk's just a pile of damage sometimes. The ready, yeah, get an end stone, go to 10. If we shoot them for, yeah, that'll do it, right? I mean, I guess we attack with all. It doesn't really matter. Like, if they block it, they take 7 extra anyway. Yep. And then just... why not? Oh, that was easy. Is it a Tannic deck? Yes, it is. We didn't do much Tannic-y things there, though. We did in the first 3 games, not in this one. Though we did watch an opponent get double Ouroboros, get it up to 6,530, and then we got to block something with a Nemesis and put them at minus 6,521. So if you're late, you did miss that, which was kind of amusing. Yeah. Well, I mean, we kind of really need our Zookeeper to live with this hand. So this is probably a bad idea. I mean, we both need the Zookeeper to live and be able to find a land. Or at least either draw a land or a dragon next turn so we can use Sarkin. That would be a thing. Because the Zookeeper looks like it's not going to make it. And it definitely is not. Alright, that's at least something. Alright, just an untapped red source here, right? Oh, that's the worst option. Like, that's literally the worst option. It's not even a creature we can play there. Yep, Consult the Stars. That's a good card. That's probably the only draw spell I think we can get to when you have stock up around. Alright, he gone. Alright. So we're just playing against Dimir control here. And we're just failing to draw lands. Like, nothing you can really do here. Just player guys, they do whatever they're gonna do. Yep. Oh, and we got that late. Alright, well, you know what? I'm just gonna station. I don't need to attack with this. Alright, more cards with Meringue River Regent. And then I'm assuming they have counters and stuff by now. I can't envision a world where we get to do anything productive. Alright, well, we took too long to get to a 4th land, so I mean, I'm going to assume they have whatever they need here. Yeah, exactly. The only thing I wish is people would show up with proactive decks so we can just die sooner. Like, when our draws are bad, this is terrible just sitting here doing nothing. And the opponent doesn't have a way to kill us. I would rather this game just be over right now. And I'd rather not be rude and just concede here early in case they are playing something fun and new. But it's like, otherwise, what are we doing? Alright, I'm going to assume they're just going to use their dragon here and get rid of the board. Yep, that works too. Alright, I'm just going to give them the GGs. Like, we're not even finding land. We can't even play our hand. Like, it's over. Like, I'm sure they'll be upset with an early concession, but I'm like, what else are we going to do there? Like, nothing's happening for either side. Are people still using old deck? No, I mean, you're trying new cards, but it's not like your deck's just going to be only Edge of Eternity stuff. You know, like, there's no way around. You have 3 years of standard. Like, you can't expect people to not have old cards in their deck. Like, they just have to. Like, it's not a sealed event with just Edge of Eternities, you know? Okay. We will mulligan. This is a lot better. just because we're trying to do new card things, I'm going to get rid of this, even though that's probably the best card in our hand. Llanowar Elves. Yeah, I'm just gonna kill the elf. I'd be more inclined to play Zookeeper McCann into Tanic if we had something cool to do with Tanic in our hand. But since we don't, I'd rather just do this. Though, had I done that, being able to play the Crystal would have been sweet there. Oh, I forgot. I could have... Oh, that was bad. I could have stationed on that turn. Because I wasn't going to use the mana for anything else. I mean, our opponent doesn't know that, obviously. But we can do this. And then do this. And I guess station now. Alright. So in this scenario, technically, if we find something good off the top, we could Tanic plus good thing. Or we could also just find a mountain. That's less than exciting, unfortunately. I don't even know what I want to do here. I might... You know what? Let's just do this. Oh, can I only station with one thing at a time? Oh, they have to be each different activations. Okay. I thought it was like, can I only do one a turn? No, you can totally do as many as you want. All right. Okay, cool. We wouldn't have got in there for damage with Tanic anyway, so it worked out. Opponent has all the world wagons. Come on, big money dragons. Let's go. Kinda. We could go search for one. What are we looking to do here? We can get 2 counters on this. We can... Wait, actually, if I search 1, 2, 3, I'll still be 1 land short of whatever, most of the stuff I'd want to do. Alright, I guess we just... Because I need, what, 4 mana? Yeah, let's just go ahead and station here. Oh, wait, actually, crap. I could pump this and station. I didn't... Nah, I'm going to search here anyway. But I didn't realize I probably could have done that last turn. Oh, we can use one of these? Because you don't have to tap the land to station. Excuse me. Alright, well, that's something I've learned. Galta plus... What else is in hand? Like a spaceship? Oh, gosh. Valgavoth. Jeez. Alright. Yep, you got me. GG's. Like, we just sat here doing nothing for 3 turns and just died to the world wagons. Alright, well, you got us. I guess I shouldn't have stationed there. But yeah, I just realized, I was like, I could have pumped station. It wouldn't change much there, but I would have been able to make an extra token that could have been a blocker, and that would have mattered. So that's something to keep in mind. I want to play a couple more with this real quick. All right. See you later, Night Sky. Hopefully work doesn't beat you up too hard. All right, well, we have all the rampy stuff. Let's see if we can find things later. Good old Lev Dev, who put out a couple of deck lists as well for people to play with. You were expecting streamers to spend all day using Tanic to warp in Valgavoth and Atraxas. Not well, Atraxa won't even be standard legal, so can't even do Atraxas. But yeah, if you're playing with just to show up and just Valgavoth all day, like you're just part of the no fun brigade. Not saying you in general, just anybody who would like trying to do some more interesting or play with some outside the box cards in a few lists. Do I have Atali's in the warp? No. Is Atali even still standard legal? I think though wasn't that in. Oh, what is? I'm gonna do this. All right, so we're playing Moonlit Meditation. I expect there's going to be a lot of those, actually. So, is Tanic just dying here? I'm assuming the answer is yes. Decline. No need to really warp this. We'll just do it for one. And decline that as well. All right. All right. We didn't immediately die. So there's that. Perilous Snare. You got it. There goes old Tanic. He got to show up and bash in, but that was about it. Oh, no. Oh, that's unfortunate. Opponent's going to draw some cards here. I mean, I guess we could just go face with both of these. That's 8 damage still. I mean, it's enough to cause a problem. Man. Drew all the legendaries, huh? All right, then. Elspeth. All right. Well, the good news is if we get a dragon, we can still come over the top. I think I'm just going to shoot the opponent. And, well, are we going to shoot them and hope for the best here? If we... I mean, we put them to 3. They're probably going to double block Sarkin. Unless we get a dragon, then whatever. We just come over the top. So, yeah. Or we just find more lands. Oh, that's terrible. All right. Well, we're still going to attack them anyway. Yeah, I don't blame you. I'd double block to opponent. All right. I mean, I just drew duplicates of all the stuff and then lands. So, I mean, there's really nothing we can do. Oh, they're going to bounce our fire crystal. Dang it. And then now they just make a copy of this every turn. Yeah, we have to literally draw a burst lightning here, I think. We don't have any other outs. I mean, all right. Yeah, just Tanic by itself is not gonna do it. All right, GG's. Man, that was tough. We just got stuck not being able to play any cards. The only thing that's sad there is, like, you have so many big things we could have drawn, and we drew none of them. We just stared at our cards. What's funny is, in a way, I guess I could have sped up the clock had I actually changed over the other Ironcrag, but we had no idea to know the next card we were going to draw was Ironcrag. Oh, this is bad. This is an easy mulligan. Okay, we will keep it, and sadly, I think we're going to get rid of Clive. All right. Playing against somebody who just has Linden as their name. Okay, let's see what we're going to do here. Oh no. Alright. Level up. Play another one. Put a counter on your 4/4 duder. I guess we attack. I'll kill one of them. Sure, that works. Oh, I actually can't. I forgot. If I attack, I can't because I don't have the mana. I was like, I was thinking I still have 4 mana, but I don't. This guy has a tap. Not that it mattered. It doesn't change much. Killing the 0/4 would have just been okay. Wouldn't have changed much here, I don't think. Nothing? I feel like they're just saving counter mana for us. Which, we still have to walk into it. So, let them counter this. No? I would have assumed they would counter something there. Interesting that they didn't. No attacks. I mean, I guess our... Oh. Alright. I guess our long-term game plan here was going to be to get down Clive for a bajillion cards in this matchup. Alright. You have a bunch of duders. Interesting. Is it worth it to go for a dragon here? I don't think so. I think it's better to do this, shoot a flyer, then maybe even try to straight up play one of these. We'll see, though. And the opponent hasn't done much. They've only played one technically removal spell, so who knows what's in their hand. Could be anything. All right. Coming in with the creature land. Respect it. All right. So that worked out. Okay. Now the question is, do we go Clive? I think we just Overlord. Let's just do this. Take out the flyer. Pass the turn. Because there is a chance they just have, like, some board sweeper in hand, too. Because we haven't had much on the battlefield. And then getting Dragon or Clive could be interesting. Alright, you got it. That thing's a 3 power. Okay, so they did have a removal spell. Alright, is this the most value we're going to get from Clive here? Actually, you know what? I'm just going to go Dragon. Because if they do have a sweeper, we can still reload, and I think that's fine. Oh, Tanic. You're interesting, but we can't even cast you, so whatever. Sure, that can stay. I mean, I don't know why I'm loading up the dragons. There's a chance they just remove that this turn, but whatevs. And this says target creature gets the bonus. So we could also just pump something up. All right. What do you got? This feels weird because I feel like if you had a sweeper or anything, you just do it, and then you end up with the Overlord here, right? Yeah, I definitely could have stationed. Oh, you're talking about at the very end of turn? Probably. I don't think you have to station as a sorcery. But I definitely could have stationed with this for sure. But also being able to block is relevant when we're at 13 and we're likely facing down an Overlord. Did the opponent go AFK? Bueller. Bueller. Okay, they're still there. Oh, well, they're going to find their sweeper now. If they didn't have one. If they didn't have one before, they probably have one now. Or a way to get rid of the dragon. If they have neither, that's a crazy... What? What? Really, though? God, I genuinely hate Omniscience. It's literally the one card I wish was not in Foundations. Alright. So you played Omniscience, but then you didn't do anything. So those are either land or you're just waiting to remove my dragon, right? Alright, I'm just going to do this then. I could have probably attacked with the dragon first, but figured I would at least do this, try to get a couple extra cards off of it, because I feel like the dragon's not going to make it. Yeah, I was the same way. When I saw that it got spoiled, I was not happy. It's funny because the rest of Foundations I think is actually brilliant, and it's literally like the one card I just went like, why is this here? All right, so we attack, we get 2 triggers. So that's going to be 7, and 4 is 11. We can shoot them for 5, that's 15. That's not enough to end the game. 15, 16, 17. But let's do it. And if you just get the cards and kill us, you get the cards and kill us. Sure, that works for us. We can at least still kill the Overlord. Alright, so opponent goes to 7. So we could Sarkin make a treasure, because we could actually just show that we have a dragon, right? Reveal a dragon from your... Choose a dragon you control. Yeah. And then... I don't know what we do after that. Actually, put them down to 3. Actually, we just let this happen. And unless they gain life, we can just kill them with the burst light. I mean, I guess that could be a counter, but I'm willing to risk it. Because if they spend their turn like sweeping the board or whatever, it's less likely they're going to have a counter, but we'll see. Yeah, not a fan of Omniscience, though, I'll tell you that. Hey, thanks for that. I mean, standard looks like standard. I mean, like, you're still going to have a lot of the same decks. You'll just have a 1 or 2 new decks that enter into the format for the most part. You're not going to see a drastic change because, you know, you have 3 years of standard. People are going to still play a lot of the decks they like, a lot of the cards that they understand. That's going to be a big chunk of it. All right, opponent's trying to just go for lethal here. 8, 9, 10. Right now they've got 11. If they can find a way... They probably can't do it from here, I don't think. Oh, wait. Yeah, they could level that up. Okay, Rip Seam doesn't do it. Oh, yeah, it does. Gosh damn it. uh, Stupid omniscience. That's literally why we lost this game. I hate that card so much. Ugh. Opponent played a new card there at the very end. They played two of them. All right, I'm going to play till one more win with this, and then we'll pack it up. And we'll try another one. You're a Twitch guy, but you'll watch this live. Well, you can watch on Twitch too if you want to. Personally, I like the Twitch desktop app, and I like the YouTube mobile app for watching streams. The Twitch mobile app has always felt really bad to me. What are we doing? I guess we're going to mulligan this. All right. Clive, I guess you got to roll out, unfortunately. I wouldn't tell you if I was on Twitch if I wasn't. That would just be mean. Okay. Are there any new cards that work well for that deck? I mean, there's some that help you dig for cards. Like, maybe that's good enough. I don't know. Let's go ahead and just kill this little guy. I'm sure they're just going to play, like, Tursa next turn. Oh, Vivi. Really? You're showing up to do Vivi things? Some people just don't like fun, let me tell you. All right, what's the opponent doing here? I do think, genuinely, if another card gets banned, I would put money on either Vivi or Omniscience. Maybe not soon, but I think it's one of those things that the bigger standard gets, those are both cards that just get ridiculously better. All right, what do we got going on here? Probably going to bounce our Zookeeper. All right. Then Vivi can make 6 mana to do more things. Yeah, this card's just silly. Oh, I could definitely see Vivi getting banned. Like, if it stays near the top and that's the predominant standard deck that people want to play competitively, absolutely could get banned. And the biggest problem with Vivi, as you're seeing now, is it's a largely non-interactive card, right? You're playing Vivi just so you can do a bunch of things and not interact with your opponent. Yeah, I don't even know what new cards this deck would play. Like, I'm seriously thinking, like, I don't know if there is a new card that goes in here. Yeah, all right. I'm just going to give it to him. We're going to move on, get a better game. You love how some were saying that Vivi wasn't all that good at the start. Whoa, I don't know who was saying that. Almost everybody I saw said Vivi was good. Like, people were already making deck lists the minute Vivi got spoiled. Like, it was instant. Yeah, I've actually gotten to the point, if you notice on a lot of my videos, even when I'm winning against them, I don't actually feature the Vivi decks in any stuff. Because the games just are usually very boring. You either just kill the Vivi and they don't do a whole lot, or you just watch them play like a bunch of cards for like 3 minutes and then just kill you with Vivi pings. Yeah, I don't know. I literally, Vivi does everything for 3 mana. Like, it literally turns random pump spells into dark rituals. I mean, like, I don't know how you could think at all that that card would not be good. Let's just keep this and see what happens. Hey, the one James. How's it going, dude? Alright, pass the turn. Sacrifice engines are good. There are a lot of them now, for sure. But those can still be a lot of fun. Yeah, sure. I'm never going to play this arc in here. I'm just going to wait, see if we get to shoot something. Then we'll just roll a Screaming Nemesis otherwise. Nope. It's more of this stuff. I think lots of people, yep, that's exactly what I was thinking. It's either going to be Omniscience or a Moonlit whatever. Like, it's kind of where we are right now. Yep, builder's talent. So it looks like everyone just wanted to build the same deck. It's fine, though. We'll still find a way. And go attacking for 3. I mean, if we can get other lands, I mean, this is still 8 points in hand. It's not nothing. There's a good chance they're going to kill the Screaming Nemesis, though. Oh, they did not kill the Screaming Nemesis. Intriguing. Maybe now? Nope, not even now. Sarkin? I mean, I was going to say, if there's no counter spell, no draw spell, no nothing, like, what are we doing? Alright. Gonna search a land. I have to assume you're at least drawing cards here, right? Maybe? Maybe? I mean, the thing is, you get a 5th land, you just get the Omniscience back, and it's just whatever. Oh, they're definitely going to get the land now. Yeah, most of my standard decks play stuff that just gets things out of the graveyard right now. This is exactly why, because of shenanigans like this. Alright. I'll let him play a couple of spells before we scoop out of this. You get creatures and artifacts, of course. Sure. So that means we can't play our dragon now. After we saved up to make it work. And stock up. Okay, what are we doing, dude? Just come on, man. Just kill us. So these decks are literally just the only new card is the temporary lockdown thing. Because now we've seen this deck twice, and they've seen a bunch of cards, and we've seen the same things. It's literally just current control decks with the new temporary lockdown. And playing Omniscience, right? Because they've seen enough cards that there was big new stuff, we would have seen it already. Alright, a 3rd Omniscience. So you have redundancy protection. And another builder's talent. So they have 11, 12, 13 they can attack with. Okay. There's Meringue River Regent. Alright. Cool. Yeah, there's a lot of that today. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're welcome to play whatever you want, but this is just like, come on, guys. What are we doing? To be fair, though, our first few opponents were actually playing some cool stuff. We'll see what we get this time. I'll go, you know what? I'm going to go leave a little bitch fest in the Discord real quick. Let's see. All right, there we go. I just told him, look, so many of y'all are playing the same deck. There's only one new card, and it's boring to watch on stream. Like, come on, be considerate to everybody else. Like, if we were playing on the ladder, I don't even care. Like, that's fine. All bets are off. We know what we're doing there, you know. But to just, like, see that when you're just out here having fun trying to play new cards, that's terrible. This is actually almost close enough to keep. Oh, I probably should have kept it. And now I'm going to get punished. All right. Should have kept the first one. Oh, man. And we're just drawing lands. Maybe I'm just having bad luck as well. Sometimes that happens. Oh, this looks like it's going to be a good sacrifice deck. All right. Get in there, little screaming nemesis, because I don't believe you're long for this world. Yeah, they didn't even want to chump with their woman. Like, we got other plans for this token. All right. And not attacking. All right. I mean, it's not worth wasting that just proactively on a 1/1. That being said, they could probably sacrifice it for something. Yep. They're not even going to try to copy their dude? Oh, they don't control plains or a swamp. They don't have other white mana. All right. Oh, come on, man. I could have just kept the dragon. Is it bad when you start making a deck to counter Duns of the meta? No, we do it all the time. Like, that's what you should be doing, making decks to counter other meta decks. That's actually smart. Yeah, there's generally no way we're winning this, right? Like, we've not drawn a non-land spell since this game started. I think every draw, what? Because we had, yeah, literally every draw has been a mountain so far. There is zero ways we can. Oh, are you kidding? I don't like. Seriously, this is just one of those days, man. What are you gonna do? I don't even know. I'm just gonna let the opponent do a couple things. The funny thing is, though, you know, you hear people say like, "Ah, the shuffler's broken." Like, I've been part of silly things like this happening in paper too. People just don't want to blame their shuffler, which is just them, you know. What other cool stuff are you playing here, opponent? All right, cool. I'm just gonna give them the GGs. I'm sorry I couldn't give you a game where you at least got to play your cards against something. I'm sure they had something cool. I mean, we're basically dead there anyway. They just pump their team +2 and attack, and we're at like 2, and then we just die the next turn. No, I'm at least trying to give the opponents a chance for their decks to do stuff. Funny deck for a guy named Wildman 101 to be running. That's amusing. I mean, I want to be fair. I mean, their deck could have other stuff and be doing something neat, but I'm just disappointed that our first 2 opponents we got to see cool stuff and then nothing after that. Let's keep this. Good old Cecil. That's such a good card, man. Is our McCann dead? Yeah, we're definitely not blocking. We like mana too much. Saboteur. That lets you put a... When you attack, you have to put a counter. Alright, cool. I am going to take some damage from that. I'm just deciding how we want to go about this. Actually, we could just kill both these things. And I could discard... Probably the crystal. That might be the smartest plan of action here. Let's get rid of this. And then this is just ward, discard a card. Alright. Okay. Little bit of a rough turn. Especially since we don't have any other mana if our Zookeeper dies here. Hyperblade. Hilderblade. Gets +3/+1 at the beginning of your instep. If a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn, attach it to something. Okay. That's fair. Let's... I can't figure out if they have removal spells or not. How greedy do we want to be? And this is at the beginning of your instep. Huh. Well, we're here to do Tannic things. Normally, I would just play Overlord and kill a creature. That would have been my bet. But they do have something here, so I'm just gonna... I don't know what it is for 1 mana, but it's probably give a creature -2 or -3 or something here. Ooh. Well, now we can just straight up play this, though. So, I guess we just do it. Okay, then. Alright. Let's move on and try something else. Can I get out of this? Resign. There we go. Alright. Well, let me bring up the deck one more time. Oh, I forgot. It did this weird split on our decks. Where is it at here? Why can't... Oh, there it is. Alright, so is the deck viable? I think yes. But I also think once you're playing in the regular standard queue, you're going to have to play some type of graveyard removal. Because there's so much right now. Whether you're talking about getting back Omniscience, trying to just zombify things, trying to play... what's her name? The green-white creature that gets stuff out. Yuna, right? There's just a lot of things. So you got to have something for that. And I think if you do that, then you probably have a better shot against a few things. It is interesting, though. It's fun. I think it's one of those decks, too, though, that when you win, it's big and it's breakaway. But when you're losing, you have to really struggle to climb out of the hole. So it's kind of interesting. I think somewhere between this and the version we played last season could be pretty cool. But hey, you know, up to you. Links in the description. You know the drill. Take you over to Moxfield. Be sure to check out Tales of Adventure. All that good stuff. Save some money. And, you know, just watch more videos because that always helps. But that's all of you for now. We'll see you next time. All right. 1 done. All right, let's see what else we want to do here. Let's go. All right, we have people from a few, actually everywhere watching. So, what type of decks or cards? Everybody gets to say one thing, either a type of deck or a card that you want to see people play with. And let's see what y'all got. Give everybody about a minute because there's a little bit of a delay on a couple of things. Because I put a pile of decks in here. Like some I made, some Yeoman 5 had, some a couple other creators had, so there's a bunch. I don't know, well, we have like 30? 1, 2, 3, that's 18, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So there's a lot. Station things, just to understand if it's viable. We do have a 5-color crazy station deck if you want to get real wild. We also have... What else do I have that has station in it? There's a couple of things. Doc Arlock with Warp. So there's 2 for Doc, 2 for spacecrafts, basically. What else? Ouroboros. Yep, I do have a deck with that as well. A green-white counters deck, I think. So that's an option. So we got 2 for Doc, 2 for, we're going to call it Station, because it could be spacecrafts or whatever, and 1 for an Ouroboros. I don't know if that's going to be somebody else also for Station, they say. All right, so we got a few here. We've got, going down the list, we've got Doc. I don't know what Lobster is, but okay. Void Warp, I don't know what that is. I don't think I've even seen a deck that is, like, they do void things or warp things, but I don't think there's, like, I don't think I have a deck that's like, that's just the whole game plan. So 2 more for spacecrafts. Hard control is not going to happen. I wouldn't play hard control on early access anyway. I'm not going to directly insult people who like playing control at all costs in any situation. I just think there's a time and a place. I think this is one of those times that's not the time nor the place. So you will probably never see me play a hard control deck in the streamer event. Let's see. Umbral Collar. 5-color station. What about eggs? I don't even know what eggs would look like in current standard. There's not really a new Cradle deck. Like, at least to my knowledge, that's not really a new Cradle. It works way different. You know, if it was literally just play it and get mana, even if you had to pay a green into it, that'd be closer to Cradle. The problem is losing all your creatures to turn it on, and then, like, what are you doing with the mana after you've already played a lot of creatures, you know? That's true. Special guest is not legal in standard. Yeoman 5 is absolutely correct. All right. So here's a thing. And I found this from another person online. I don't know if they're a creator or not. I think their name is Alex It Too. But it plays Leyline of the Guild Pack, give your stuff all colors, and it plays a copy of Niz Mizzet, and it plays the silly all colors ship. I don't know if it's viable, but I don't know. Let's see, how many new cards are we playing? 3, 6, 9. I mean, that's fair. I don't have a problem playing this. I'm actually, now that I'm looking at it, it doesn't have like the most ways to get stuff into play, but it's something. I think the planets can be standard legal or standard viable. I don't think the green one necessarily is, because again, you can just kill your opponent faster with the creatures than you would turn that on, unless you get tricky with it. I think the white one probably has the most upside potential for the variety of decks it can go in. The blue one probably isn't. The black one and the red one potentially can be playable. Kind of depending on which way the metagame goes or what decks decide to play them. But yeah, we can give this a go and see what we could do with 5-color spaceships. I don't I don't know if this does anything, but you know, we're here for it. Let's find out. This is going to be an ugly ride. But yeah. Let's hop back over. I got to go get back into the event thing. All right, let's go here. So yeah, our setup was a little bit different this time, so we can't just hop directly into games. We have to jump through a couple little hoops, but it does allow us to play on just the regular client. And I think I have to scroll down because this was the confusion earlier. For some reason today, I don't know what happened, but normally it sorts your decks by most recent that you've edited. But for some reason, half of them appeared up here, and then the other half are down here. And there doesn't appear to be a rhyme or reason. It just is. All right. So let's get into this one. All right, what's up, Dragon Brood? We're going to be playing some 5-color space stations. No clue if this is going to work. It looks really wild. This is by request of everybody in the chat that was live. But this comes from a person I found online. I don't know if they're a creator or not. Their name is AlexIt2. So, or AlexZ2, maybe, is what that is. Either way, want to give credit where it's due. I wasn't going to even risk this, but hey, it looked interesting. So let's see what's in it. So it starts with Rip Seam, one of the new cards. It's an enchantment that enters, exile a non-land permanent an opponent controls, mana value 2 or less until this leaves play. This is literally just trying to buy us some time to do our big silly things. There's still an Analyze the Pollen that can help you go find a land, or later in the game just go search for a card. Get Lost, obviously more removal. Same with the Pinnacle Star Cage, getting rid of multiple little things. And then we do have a split up, just some hard sweeper removal. And of course, since we're playing all the colors, Ancient Cornucopia is good and can get us some extra life. Kind of a card that's fallen by the wayside a little bit recently. Day of Judgment, another big sweeper. And then a card I think people forgot about, Leyline of the Guild Pack. So if it's your opening hand you put on the battlefield, everything you have is every color and all lands make every color. So could be cool. Overlord of the Hauntwoods, obviously helping us with our color situation. And then Infinite Guildline Station. It's 5 colors. It's Wooburg. When it enters, create a tapped 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token for each multicolor permanent you control. Obviously, if we got the guild pack, then we get to make a bunch of 2/2s. And then it should be easy to turn it on at that point. And then whenever it attacks, you draw a card for each multicolor permanent you control, which will then be everything that you have on the battlefield. It feels like you could probably deck yourself in a weird situation. And then there's a copy of Niv-Mizzet. It is 5 colors. It's a 6/6. Protection from multicolored. Don't know how often that's going to come up. But when it deals combat damage, it deals damage to any target. And then target player draws X cards. And you gain X life, where X is the number of different color permanents, different color pairs among permanents you control that are exactly 2 colors. Granted, I don't think that's going to come up here because everything is one or the other, or they're all 5 colors. So I'm not really sure what Niv-Mizzet's in here other than just being a 6/6, but I'm going to leave their list as it is because, you know, they were doing their thing. And then you have Meringue River Regent and Overlord of the Mistmoors, just for some good quality cards that we can cast later. So yeah, we'll see if this works. I don't know, but link will be in the description at the end of the video if you want to go over to Moxfield, download it, try it for yourself, give credit where it's due. Also, we have a really cool offer right now if you're a new customer with Tales of Adventure, so check that out. So good news, my sponsor Tales of Adventure has a sweet deal for new customers over on their website. You can get a free Edge of Eternities collector booster pack. All you have to do is go to Tales of Adventure, so it's toamagic.com, spend $100 on anything, any cards, new or old, that you want to, put in my code DRAGON, DRAGN, and then that's it. And when you check out, the promo description will say includes free collector pack. Don't have to do anything more than that. And if you're already an existing customer, you can still use my code DRAGN. It'll save you 5% on your whole order. So thanks again to Tales of Adventure. Let's get back to playing some Magic. All right, let's go see what we can get into with this pile. Let's go, there it is, submit the deck, and let's see what we can find. There's a 1-mana sorcery to make a lander. That is true. We have that in a couple of decks. It's a green card, I think. Hey, we got the ley line, but we didn't get much else to go with it, unfortunately. But I'm gonna keep it. Let's just see what happens. You know, I feel, yeah, that can go away, whatever. I feel for the opponents because every time you see a card like Leyline, you're like, you know, it's shenanigans afoot. Like, nothing good is coming from that. I don't know why I did that. Could have just played Godless Shrine and not taken any damage. Oh, Sephiroth. You are going to be a problem for us. Can I find a removal spell for Sephiroth? We cannot. That is disappointing. Well, that'll have to work. Problem is, if they put enough things out, that actually creates a problem for us. Okay, so that's not as bad as it could have been, but it's bad. Yeah, sadly, enters tap. Let's go ahead and just kill Sephiroth. Destroy tap creatures. Yep, I think this is going to be a little too slow here. We have green, white, blue, black. We don't have red. Yeah, I don't think we have a shot here, honestly. I mean, I also kept a very slow hand, so I kind of knew the risk here, but yeah, we're absolutely dead. Yeah. GG's. Because those are going to go away. They're going to trigger. Yeah, we're not going to do anything with that. Yeah, lands, you're right. Lands make it, but it doesn't matter. Like, we weren't coming back from that anyway. Like, we were already at the point that we were dead. You have to get, so that's why it plays the cheap removal. You got to get some of that early. If we would have got like a Get Lost or the Seam Rip or whatever, I think we could have been okay. Oh boy. Double ley line's not great, but you know, sure. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah, don't love split ups versus Sephiroth, but you know, you do what you got to do. Opponent. This is interesting. Is it Legend VD or just Legend? Somebody else that goes by Legend out there? Oh, I didn't even check around to see. Ooh, we could open the void into space? That's crazy. Did y'all see that? That's kind of wild. What else can we mess with on this board while we're waiting? Oh, we get a fancy, like, Tony Stark style computer. Yeah, we'll put those both into play. Let's see if we can find a land on top, maybe? Okay, that helps. That helps. Nothing to Seam Rip other than our own thing. Actually, not even. Uh-oh, we're manually tapping so we can get a red mana to do nothing. All right, I'm down. All right, pass the turn. Anytime you get to play Leyline of the Guild Pack, though, like I'm down for the shenanigans. All right, Sarkin with nothing. You know what? Let's just pay the 2 and go big here. Gain 5. I mean, it's kind of a weird inclusion, but yeah, I guess it's all right. I'd have to really think about what else I would want in here other than a Niv Mizzet. All right, opponent still has 4 mana here. Oh, there's a Tanic. We cannot get rid of Tanic with this. Can we get an untapped land, please? That ain't it, boss. That ain't it. we're about to get hurt here. That doesn't make us happy. Yeah, because this is just for each 2-color permanent, which we don't have any of those. So let's just do this. See if maybe we get lucky, draw exactly what we need. We did not. I guess we'll keep the split up. Get rid of this. Sure, why not? We're going to get hit with something big this turn. Question is, I just don't know how big it is. But it's going to be something really bad. That's all I know. I'm going to... Yeah, no attacks. Man, we didn't get a land on those cards either. I was kind of hoping one of them would have been a land so we could set up a Meringue River Regent for next turn. Oh, you're breaching. For a UFO. Perfect. That was our best case scenario. I thought they were just going to use Tanic to play something crazy here. Okay. Well, now... I was going to use Split Up, but now we can just... Meringue River Regent. So, sure. Gain a couple life, or a life back. Because they don't have every color till they're on the battlefield. Yep, it does have haste. Alright, tag for 6. Yeah, choosing target, whatever. There's it's all zeros. I don't know why it's making me target, but I guess it's relevant if you have stuff that triggers like crime or whatever. Well, no, it says you have to have exactly 2 colors. These are obviously all 5 colors. I'm not sure what the opponent's plan was. I genuinely thought we were going to get something crazy from Tank. Yeah, see, I was expecting something like this to happen. Like, that's what I was thinking was going to go down. Well, this doesn't do anything because it only goes after small stuff. And we can't really trade with that guy. So, I guess our plan here is attack and then just split up, sadly. Wish it was better. Opponent. You would say you're not going to not block here, right? Okay. Because I was about to be real crazy. Yep, sure, sure. And then let's go ahead and destroy all untapped creatures. And hopefully find something to do next turn. I mean, to be fair, I think we could play something much better than Niv Mizzet here. I just don't know what yet. But I left the list as the person put it together. But I would agree. I think they probably didn't understand how Niv Mizzet worked in conjunction with the guild pack. Wowza. Well, we'd have protection from that guy, though. So, relevant, I guess. Oh, geez, come on. Really? Really? Really making a struggle through this, but okay. Get rid of this duder. Get in there for 6. Alright, let's see what happens. Now, if they were even to find a way to get this on the battlefield, it wouldn't do anything to Niv Mizzet, because it misses protection from multicolor. Oh, actually, opponent could... Oh, no. We're at 25. It wouldn't be enough. I was thinking this would get pumped, so it would be a 3, but that's only 13. That's not enough to kill us. We've gained quite a bit of life this game. Yeah, exactly. The Nib meeting beatings will continue with the Nib Mizzet. Hey, that blocks. You know what? That could buy them a turn. That might be all they need. Especially with this and giving something haste. Oh, but they're out of the mana to be able to catch. Man, for real? All right, well, if they get a... Man, what's going on today? I mean, I still got to attack here. But if they just get Hasty Dragon or something, we probably die. But risk it for the biscuit, I guess. I mean, we effectively drew dead for 4 turns. So I can't even be that upset if we lose. Yep, there you go. That's all you needed. Get in there. Alright, that's fair. I mean, opponent's deck's cool, though. You know, like, we didn't draw well, but that's not the opponent's fault. But yeah, we have to think about what else could be in here other than Niv Mizzet. Like, if Niv Mizzet was the White Overlord or something, like, how much better would that have been, you know? What do we do with this? This is very tempting, because we get to look at 2 extra cards, and we have Seam Rip. I'm going to go for it, even though we're on the draw. Alright, we at least found a land. We have 2 Seam Rip and a Day of Judgment already. That can go. Don't love showing that to our opponent, but it's whatever. Collector Vault. Does this get a permanent? It does get a permanent. I would like more land, though. Jeez. That's sadly... Ugh. Hate putting those in the yard, but we have to. They're like, no, I really wanted that, dude. Oh, they desperately needed that. I get it. Well, then we definitely want to take that away. If we're going to fight over the Collector's Vault, let's do it. I'm willing to fight this fight. They're like, no, I don't think you understand. I kind of really need a Collector's Vault. This is interesting because we can either potentially Meringue River Regent or, well, if we get a land, I'm going to River Regent so we can bounce Vault and whatever treasure they make here, right? Okay, we didn't, but we did find a way to deal with that. So now I think we just Meringue to draw cards. All right. Yeah, we can just wait here. We don't have to do it now. Oh, I guess if we hadn't played a land, maybe it would have been worth it. Simulacrum, you got it. So this is just mono white artifacts with some discard element, obviously, with Monument. Okay. Well, let's see where this goes. This has potential to be interesting. Wow, we got all the lands. I guess we'll get rid of Flood Farm Verge here, because I'm probably just playing Leyline. I think is the plan here. Yeah, we will definitely gain that life. Oh yeah, we'll take that. They have 7 mana. You know what all this is, though? It's a precursor to good old Ugin showing up. But we're going to do this, bounce some things, and then try to infinite spacecraft, I think, after that. So let's bounce this and this. Slow down their production a little bit. Yeah, I was thinking they probably have sweepers of their own, too, so that makes sense. And then here they come back again. All right, well, we're going to go for it now. Only gets us 3 things here. Pass the turn. It's also very important that those come into play tapped. Otherwise, you'd be able to just hit the... Oh. Okay. Destroy target non-permanent, then speculative for each creature. Wow, how unfun. But I have that in some lists too, because I can't say anything. Alright. So they're just playing a hardcore control deck here. I'm assuming this is an Ugin deck, though. Uh-oh. Man. That's not it. Why are we seeing so many lands? Yeah, I can't do anything with this. Yep, that's probably the beginning of the end. Because I have to assume now they're just looking for some combination of Ugins and Tezzerets. Yep, and there it is. That should do it. I mean, because we have cards in hand that don't do anything to their situation. Yeah. I mean, we drew this, but not a lot we can get out of it. Yep. You got it. Kind of surprised they didn't just keep that to just draw 2 cards with it. Oh, well, they had another one anyway. So it didn't matter all that much. Hey, look what we found way too late. I mean, obviously, they have some type of sweeper by now. We're just going to do it to do it. I'd be stunned if they don't have something. Or it's probably just another of their big battleships or whatever. The problem I had, like, and this isn't anything against the opponent's deck. His deck's obviously doing what it's supposed to. But the issue with something like the battleship is we're just playing it as a removal spell, right? And a sweeper, because we already have a bunch of sweepers in standard. We're not even getting to do fun things because it's an actual spacecraft. Like, that's my issue with the card. But yeah, I don't think we're going to recover from this. Yeah, not just drawing more lands. All right, let me give them the GGs. Like, our hand literally is not going to do anything against the rest of their deck. And that's been one of my gripes with standard for a while, especially as we moved into 3-year standard, is why are we still making another version of some kind of sweeper literally in every set? And in most sets we're getting 2 or 3 of them, right? And there's a point where, and this isn't to insult R&D because they were making a billion cards and working their butts off, but at some point it does feel kind of lazy to just say, like, all right, let's make the white sweeper that destroys or exiles creatures and the new card we made in the set, right? It's let's get rid of vehicles, or this time let's get rid of also artifacts, or let's get rid of spacecrafts, or whatever. And it's like, why though? Like, is that really necessary? Let's keep this. Submit. And let's play this tapped. This is a reasonable start, but it depends on what the opponent does, obviously. Okay. Just pass the turn. This deck needs a lot of things. I'm just going to get rid of that now. I will take my time on getting my mana. Alright, what else you got? Valerie Fatality. That's a cool-ass name. McCann. Excellent. That's what I was looking for. We'll do this first. Get rid of that. And go ahead and get us another land. Alright. Now we just got to find our spacecraft. Charming Scoundrel's going to make a treasure. Nope, going to discard and draw a card. Oh, they drew a lot of lands as well. I don't even know if I want to bounce that guy, actually. I think I'm just going to play this tapped. I'm going to go digging for the spaceship. That's what we're here for. Generally, I would at least play the 6 and not even bounce something. Just have a big 6/7 creature. But, you know what? We're here to do the fun thing. All the lists will be posted when the decks go live. Oh, scratch that. I may want to bounce that now. Never mind. We aren't going to draw cards here. Oh, okay, good. We got rewarded. We just found the spacecraft just because. Though... I could turn this on if I were... Nah, let's not overthink it. Let's just do the thing. Bounce that. And then next turn, if we play the craft, we'll untap, be able to turn this on, and then just draw a bunch of cards. At least in a perfect world. Alright, Dragonhawk. Welcome to the party. Again. You are not very useful here. This actually just gets creatures and artifacts, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, let's do what we can do here. 6 duders. No attacks. We're going to save the block so we don't die to crazy scenarios. Alright, what's about to happen? They have a lot of mana, so who knows? Okay, it wasn't like a crazy fling the dragon type situation. Alright, well this needs 12. And guess what? I have that with these little dudes here. I wish I could station in bulk. Having to station one card at a time is a little tough. Especially if you end up with like 1/1 tokens or something. Alright. Well, here we go. Just attack for piles. Draw lots. We're drawing 12 cards. Oh, God. That was a bit much, but sure. Look how many lands we have in our hand, too. Geez, what do we... I mean, I guess I'll just do this. I don't think we lose from there. Oh, I probably could have played Ancient Cornucopia first. Whatever. Let's play one of these. Yep, definitely don't need any more land. And I'm just going to discard a bunch of land here. I say that. If we're going to have to discard cards anyway, let's go ahead and seam rip that creature. Alright. Discard the non-surveil ones. Nope. Hedge Mage is a surveil land. Alright, cool. Alright, we got to see the ship draw a pile of cards. We got to do the ship things. And Stormscale Dragon. Yeah, 2 dragons probably not going to be quite enough here. I actually can't attack with the ship. Okay, I could. I was like, I'd be close to decking myself if I wasn't careful. But, yeah, you get to draw 15. I think we're good. I don't think we... I mean, opponent's dead either way, but still. Alright. That was interesting. We'll try once or twice more, see if we can pull it off. That was 12 cards was quite a lot. And it feels like generally when you attack with that, I don't see scenarios where you're going to be drawing less than 6. I feel like that would be kind of difficult. So it's kind of cool when it works. But stationing it isn't that difficult when your creatures are all like 6/6s and stuff. So if you think about it, most of our stuff is big outside of the actual tokens that we're making. Hey, Doomwake, what's up, bruh? Ooh, okay. You know what? Let's keep it. Shoot, why not? Just try to do the thing here. Last ride. Okay. Oh, I should have played the Stomping Grounds there. I guess it doesn't matter. Everything makes every color right now. That's going to be tough. All right. Definitely going to be on a Day of Judgment type plan here. Wouldn't mind drawing another, to be honest. Nothing to put counters on, so it's just a free attack. No penalties. Let's go ahead and get rid of things. We get Nib Mizzet next turn, but it's protection from multicolor. They're obviously mono blacks, so that's not going to matter much. If we've found the spaceship here, we would, or space station, we would be 3 tokens, so we'd have to station twice. Yeah, that's not very helpful. Obviously, this is way dead. Like, they've not had to use any other removal here. Yeah, I'm sure Doomwake's reading it going like, that doesn't do anything, though. I'm like, you are absolutely right, friend. It does not do anything. Yeah, exactly. It's like just like highlighting the ley line going like this. It says 0. I don't know. I was like, you're right. 100%. I absolutely understand what's going on his side right now. That charm's really good, too. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of that card. It's also just good removal. You know, I mean, you have to be hard in the black with, 3 pips, but still. Yeah, alright. I mean, it's like, I'm not sure what else I'm supposed to do there. Like you got me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, play this tapped, I guess. All right, we're just waiting around for some big creatures to show up or something to draw cards. We need our Meringue River Regents or our spacecrafts or something. I mean, sure, I'll trade for a Preacher. We're way beyond the amount of mana we need anyway. Gonna sack it for something? Oh, they were doing that to see what's in our hand. Yep, nope, we didn't have anything good. Here are things. That's still just at 0-0 now. This gets you cards. This potentially beats us down, but we can kind of race that, right? We take 6, go to 8, they go to 7, but then this becomes a 7. All right, I'll gamble. I mean, this is just saying you have to draw something good here. Or that card has to be something relevant. Yeah, it does nothing. You're all right. Or we find a Meringue River Regent. Like, that's kind of where we are right now. They can also not attack, so they don't put a counter on our Niv-Mizzet. And then we would take 2, go to 12. Yeah, it's probably still benefits them to do it. Actually, no, they could crew this up. Yeah, they could be pretty close, actually, depending on what they have in hand. What is the crew on this? 2? Yeah, maybe. I mean, because if they also find a way to lose life here, that could also get them there. Okay. So now this is where we get in trouble, because they didn't attack with their dude. Oh, man. Oh, brutal. Ah, that sucks. All right, well, all we can do is pass. We can't attack here, or else we're just definitely dead. I mean, we're probably still dead if they have a removal or anything. All right, I mean, still got to try. Yep, they get to draw. Yep. Not sure. It really has to be Meringue or nothing here to even have a shot. Yeah, that's not going to do it, unfortunately. It's just too late. Ah, man, that sucks. GG's, opponent. GG's. Man, we just had too many turns of nothing. All right. Time to move on to another one. Let's take a look at this deck, though. One Mogan. Where was it? There it is. All right. All right. So yeah, this is a tough one. Like, it feels like it could be a thing, but I think it has 2 issues. One, you just got to be more proactive. It's got too much leaning in on just the spacecraft. The other issue is that all the spacecraft tokens come into play tapped, so you kind of really have to play super defensive before you even get a chance to use it. When it goes off, it's awesome. But honestly, I would almost make the spaceship the backup plan and then just see what happens there. And obviously find something to replace Niv-Mizzet, because he really just doesn't do anything in the list. I mean, really, instead of Niv-Mizzet, the deck should just play another Overlord of the Mistmoors, and it'd probably be better off. But yeah, it's a fun idea. If you want to get into the lab and mess with it, you know the drill. There'll be links, all that good stuff. Don't forget, save some money over at Tales of Adventure. Get yourself a free collector booster while you're at it. But that's all of you for now. We'll see you next time. Should be an artifact deck, so it enters with a billion tokens. That's possible. All right, so what does everybody want? So we got a different group of people here now, because it's been about an hour since the last time we asked. So let me know what type of deck or card. You only get to post one thing, either a type of deck or a card that you want to see. And we'll see if we can get into the next round of games. Will likely be the last deck I play because I'll have to hop off and go play, go record a podcast, eat food, do all the stuff, and then I'll be back on at probably around 6:30 Pacific time. The white virtue that untaps all tokens. That just untaps all creatures, not all tokens. But that already exists. That's a regular standard card. Artifact, any particular type of artifact. There's red-white artifacts. There's a Sliver thing we could try that Yeoman 5 put together if you just want to see that. What else has everybody got? Doc Arlock. There's 2 votes for that. I mean, we might play that in the evening stream because I feel like we're going to need to play a lot of games with that one. Angels, yeah, Angels is probably cool. I could see that. Let's get out of this one. And then All right, let's hop back in. Let's go see the Slivers. I believe it was a blue something deck that had the Slivers in it. Which, oh, it's this one. It's the Leyline Hive Pool deck. It's this one. Which, you know what else? It has a lot of merfolk. I wonder if this deck... I'm just wondering if it could possibly get away with, like, a copy of Summon Leviathan. Since you have so many merfolk. But, we're going to try it as is. Let's see what we can do here. This looks junky. Is that a combination of junky, juicy, and something? Lucky? I don't know what... I don't think... that's a funny typo. All right. What's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're going to be trying to play some Slivers because they're available in Standard again, which was a total surprise, but it does let us know that Slivers are extraterrestrials. But anyway, let's take a look at this deck list. We've got Cenote Scout, a way to explore, get a dude, really just dig if you want to, but it is a merfolk, which could matter. We do have Gene Pollinator as well, which is a way to get some extra mana. And Llanowar Elf, also helping us get extra mana, because Thrumming Hive Pool costs 6, so, you know, the more mana, the better. Deeproot Pilgrim, this lets us tap some merfolk so we can make more 1/1s, obviously good. Flood Pits Drowner, just tap some stuff down, or gets rid of a thing, a little bit of both. River Herald Scout, this is another one you don't see that often. It's a 1/2, hopefully a 2/3 more often than not. Forensic Researcher, this is kind of a half of a combo, if you will, with Deeproot Pilgrimage to be able to tap and untap and get a bunch of tokens. Then we have Sentinel of the Nameless City, just also a merfolk, but gets us some maps to help pump up some things. But this is really what we're here for. Leyline of Transformation, so that we can choose a creature type and everything is that type. Obviously, we would like to call Slivers, so all of our stuff gets the bonuses of being Slivers, which would be great. Because Thrumming Hive Pool every turn gets reduced costs because it has affinity for Slivers. And then all your Slivers have double strike and haste. So those creatures will make it cheaper to cast this, and they will also gain double strike and haste, which is obviously good. And then at the beginning of your upkeep, you get to make 2 dudes that happen to have, because they're Slivers, double strike and haste. So yeah, this would be a wild one. Obviously, you're going to see different versions of this deck early in the season. I think people are going to want to love trying to play with this card, because Slivers, you love them or hate them. But either way, link will be in the description at the end of the video. But if you are trying to get your hand on some Edge of Eternities from Tales of Adventure, you can actually get a free collector's boosters, and I'm going to tell you how. So good news, my sponsor Tales of Adventure has a sweet deal for new customers over on their website. You can get a free Edge of Eternities collector booster pack. All you have to do is go to Tales of Adventure, so it's TOAmagic.com. Spend $100 on anything, any cards, new or old, that you want to. Put in my code DRAGN, D-R-A-G-N, and then that's it. And when you check out, the promo description will say includes free collector pack. Don't have to do anything more than that. And if you're already an existing customer, you can still use my code DRAGN. It'll save you 5% on your whole order. So thanks again to Tales of Adventure. Let's get back to playing some Magic. All right, we're back. Let's go see if we can make some slivers here. Hop into the Hive pool and see what we got going on. Obviously, if we can make this work, it's going to be cool, right? This is what you really want. This is the fun lab brew shenanigans you want to be part of. Oh, Diesel wanted to change his vote to Angel. It was too late. It's too late. We're all the peoples. We should be in the queue pretty quick because they added a lot of people. So, should be a lot of creators playing. All right, we've got some Llanowar Elves. We have 2 untapped lands. Yeah, we're keeping this. We just got the beatdown version. They also have Llanowar Elves. All right. Well, I will see your Llanowar Elves. What you got going on? District mascot. And oh, okay. Well, we know what this is. All right. Well, how tough is this about to be? Let's just go ahead and play this. We may have to hold on to this Flood Pitch Drowner for whatever big thing shows up. Oh, no. I don't think we could beat an Ouroboros, y'all. Yeah, legitly don't think we could beat that. I mean, I guess we could get into a combo-y situation where we make a bunch of dudes. Maybe. That's viable. Damn. I guess we... I don't even know if it's worth it to tap. Like, yeah, if we want to get any damage in, sure. Not that it stops them from doing anything, obviously. Let's grow this. Not what I was hoping to see on top. All right, well, I guess I'm just going to take 2. All right. I don't really think that was it, the Olipod. I have other things that I won't talk about for professional reasons. Yeah, we're just gonna take a beating here. We're just dead. Like, I guess if I would have waited, I could have, like, tucked the Ouroboros possibly, but I don't think it would have mattered. Yeah, GG's. They just had a good draw. Got us. Like, it is what it is. like, you got us, Delmo. That's the issue. I try to tell people about Ouroboros is you pretty much have 1 real turn, maybe 2 turns to deal with it. If you don't, it's way out of hand. Okay, let's keep it. I'm just going to go ahead and take the 2 here. All right, Flood Pitch Drowner, we'll take it. Go attacking. In the turn. Nothing? All right, I'll at least play this. If you have a removal spell, fine. Got to keep some amount of pressure up here. You're not going to let us connect with both of these, are you? Nope, they are. All right. I mean, I would kill it. Nothing? Okay. So the interesting thing is, we could land where else. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a land on top, I know, because I didn't actually play this in Explore, but we'll see. Hellkite, sure. I'm not even totally mad at that. All right. Let's... Well, now I kind of need to pass. So we can tap down a Hellkite. Yeah, sure. I'll take 4. Oh, they didn't do anything else there? Wow. Okay, well, that's a surprise. I would have put money that something silly was going to happen. Sure. We will attack with just this. Can't risk the Llanowar Elf, obviously. Yep, they take 1 to block, prevent 2. Seems reasonable. Gross. Yep, that's bad times. Alright, well, this is going to be way closer than we want it to be. Pilgrimage actually doesn't work with a couple of the cards that we have, because we have 2 different sets of creatures that have vigilance. Deals 4. Oh, destroy an artifact or a land. Yeah. Alright, we're at 6. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is the best we can do. Yeah, we're just dead. Like, didn't do anything there, sadly. Yeah, it's a cool deck. I mean, nothing wrong with it. I think there's going to be a few versions of Big Red, for sure. We definitely have options now. I think I'm going to be rude and try to put a snack in me while we're playing, y'all. I'm apologizing in advance. Let's keep this. If we get a land, untap land, that gets us blue, though. No, never mind. You know what? I'm definitely not a fan of the mice. What you got going on, opponent? And another one. Okay. Well, we'll at least keep one of them from attacking. Or try to. I mean, we can probably protect it. Nope. I mean, we'll still try to block. You got it, I guess. Let's go with this. Just give them something that's harder to punch through, I guess. Sure, no blocks. At least one time. Okay. We've got Pilgrimage. Is it worth it to take 2 here? I think so. And then... trying to think about how creatures are going to become tapped here. We're for sure playing this. I think I want to play this. We'll see what happens when we explore. Alright. Might as well attack. Okay. Let's see what we got. Another Screaming Nemesis. Seriously? Alright, well, at this point we kind of have to block one. Sure. Probably just going to kill off our 3-4. Okay. So we get this guy. We get a researcher. And I guess we just pass, because while we can attack and make a 1-1, we'd probably rather block up on something. We each have to get rid of a thing, huh? Sure. Well, alright. Sure. We'll just die here. Pump, pump, and we're dead. Okay, we're at 1. We're not dead, but we're dead. Alright, GG's. I am wondering how aggressive I need to try to be as well, right? Should I be looking for more mana stuff right off the bat? Or should we be playing more ramp to make sure we can hit the hive pool more often? Oh, that villain Jay says, sure was a PowrDragn deck that you beat him with. Yeah, we were playing some red dragons earlier. All right, let's keep this. Yeah, I think the one thing that hurts Merfolk, unfortunately, is that we did lose the Merfolk Lord, which was really good. Ooh, we're going to be doing some doubling. That's fun. All right. Now the question is, are we just walking into a trap here to just get our board swept? The answer feels like a resounding maybe. So I'm just going to go with this and save these to go with this later. All right, cool. Look at this tricky stuff. All right, feels like a little bit of work, but, you know, it's cool. All right, well, this is the way we got to go about business. Just do what we can here. All right. I don't have a way. I mean, I could tap the Llanowar Elf to make sure we have something left behind. I guess I'm trying to figure out what they're going to make tokens with is what my concern is right now. I also don't know if we really want to play this and call Sliver right off the bat. Oh, Getaway Glamour. Wow. But if you're playing just to blink your warp stuff, that kind of makes sense. I can dig it. Well, they know what we had already, so it's not that much of a shocker. And then we tap this for blue with this thing. Make a body. Actually... Maybe we don't. Let's just... Yeah, I guess we go ahead and play it. Never mind. Don't need you now. Let's go attacking. So if they sweep everything that's tapped, we at least have a few things we can work with. Fortune? Alright, I do like that combo. Opponent's coming to get us. They are not afraid to block. There's a 2-4 Fortune. Oh, they have some type of removal spell here. Looks like it might be a get loss. Nope, it was none of those things. Huh. So, you know what? Let's do this. God, just another Cenote Scout. I'm realizing we don't have a lot of big hits in here when we don't get the slivers. Let's... Ugh. Alright, let's go attacking. Okay. So, still, I think we're attacking... like this? Sure. I mean, I don't think we're winning this race at the moment, but it's at least somewhat close. We'll call Sliver and see if we actually draw the artifact. Otherwise, I don't know what we're going to do here. All right. That's a duder that you can now exactly blink out. All right. We will chump block what we can so we're just not dead. You spent 4, so what do you get from that? Oh, you get 6 value for it? Oh, equal to the number of lands you control. I thought it was for the mana you spent on it. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. Anything great? Okay, well, we dodged somewhat of a bullet, I guess. That is not what we needed. That hurts a lot. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna cut it for us. And we can block here, but they activate their creature land. Yeah, we don't have any flyers. We're just dead. Alright. That's tough. I'm just trying to do the big sliver thing at least one time. Actually, I'd like to do it at least 2 times, but... I think that's the problem, though, right? We're kind of... And this is the issue, not with this particular deck, but I think any deck we've seen in the past that's tried to play Ley Line of Transformation, whether it was like ninjas or whatever, is when you don't get exactly the big thing you're trying to do, you've now given up slots to try to get there that don't do anything without the other half. I think is the issue. Now, that being said, we did go through a stretch where we do hit like a couple of land, multiple Cenote scouts or whatever. So it's like, you know, it is what it is. But I think that's kind of our issue at the moment. We got the Thrumming Hive pool, but nothing to do with any of it. I think we still keep it, though. Because Flood Pits, Drowner, and the Sentinel, it's like, it's at least something. Maybe we get lucky, draw a 1-mana guy. No, we did not. If wishes were fishes and all that good stuff. What is this guy? Each opponent discards a card. Sadly, discarding this. Since we have a bunch of Vigilance Tutors. Is this weirdly like a Jund discard deck? I have no clue. Oh, man, are they going to go get Duress? Oh, that's not the other one. I was thinking the one that draws. Or searches, I mean. Let's just tap this. Because we're going to be playing a more aggressive hand here anyway the rest of the way. Oh, well, of course. They had to do with that touch. That'll serve me right. Yeah, alright, cool. If you want to trade, I'll trade. Go ahead and play this. I mean, that being said, we at least have technically the mana to cast a Hive Pool. What's the equipment? 3... Oh, it's just an artifact. It's not an equipment. Why does that look like an equipment to me? Weird. Oh, yeah. This didn't go well. I mean, sure. Why not? And then we can play this tapped, play a Llanowar Elf, attempt to pump the Llanowar Elf, and then probably ditch this card, because it's not that strong, all things considered. Alright, so we're going to take multiple damage when they lose an artifact? Oh, when they sacrifice an artifact. Yeah, alright. Why? Why did you have to kill my Llanowar Elf? No, I totally understand why. Okay. Oh, yeah, we're dead. All right. I expect we're going to see this is multiple times we've seen a deck with the big Viper. Yeah, I think the play on Thrumming Hive Pool is going to be just to play it as a Hive Pool. Just ramp into it with other stuff already going on. Sure. This just looks like a good old Merfolk deck. Ah, you know what? We got to leave it on top because we're here to play it. It's not a good thing to leave on top, mind you, but you know, it's kind of what we're here to do. Let's go ahead and attack. Let's play this guy. Maybe just lands? All right. If you attack, I'm probably blocking. Actually, I'm pretty certain I'm blocking. Well, not blocking that other guy, but I will block this guy. Mostly because it's just less stuff for them to sack later to other things that will likely be showing up. Yeah, I guess we attack and trade. I mean, yes, you can play that dude out of the yard and all that, but... Alright. The problem too is the opponent now knows that like the hive pool's like looming, you know. Yeah, we knew that was going to be a possibility. I will say this deck, ooh, okay. Also doesn't have any real removal, which is a little bit of a problem. Let's, dang, do I? Nah, I'm not gonna do it. We still can't play hive pool for another 2 turns. Sure, that'll work, I guess. All right, then we play one of these dudes. I don't know if we can do enough to not die before we get to some hive pool action, but we'll see. Ooh, I was wondering if we were going to see that card today. Such a good card. Yeah, I mean, obviously you attack, I block, like, lose my life. Why could I not block? There we go. Yep. Drain us, you gain a couple points, all that good stuff. All right, let's try making you larger. Oh, and a pollinator on top, huh? I think this is just where I gotta gamble and go for it, right? I don't see them double blocking here. I mean, they might. They could have another Sephiroth in hand or another Servandum already. Okay, so they are. I think if we're going to do anything, we need to kill Servandum for this plan to work. So, sadly, even though Sephiroth is the better card, and could just be bad for us next turn, we'll see. Yeah, on Slivers. Yeah, had we had this card in the opener, I think we'd have been pretty good. But having to draw it made it not as good. And they make them at the beginning of our upkeep, not at the beginning of combat. So, if we did draw a land, though, no, still wouldn't be enough. We need to draw a 1-mana dude to give ourselves a shot, I think. Oh, that's going to be bad. That's going to be real bad. Yeah, obviously we block 3 because that just makes sense. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to beat this. Because the worst thing that happens for them is they're going to drain us, attack and or drain us for some combination of 5 next turn. But they still benefit from our creature by chump blocking. Well, they're not doing that here. Sorry for you draw cards equals. Yeah. Yep. Then this is the other problem, right? You draw the other ley line. Alright, well, we'll play the hive pool, but sadly can't expect much here. I think we're going to be dead skis. Oh, yep. We are very dead. Alright. GG's. Yeah, there's nothing you're gonna be able to do. Yeah, this one's just not it. And none of these games were particularly close. Yeah, it just resolves. Like, do what you will, opponent. All right. But it's the other issue of, yeah, I'm not even gonna do a closer for this one. I'm not even gonna use it for footage. It's one of those ones that has the same issue that every ley line deck has that I think we've tried. And we've talked about it in the Discord. A lot of people have tried to build lists and whatever. And I think ultimately it's kind of always the same thing, that if you don't get, like we're saying, the exact two parts together early, especially if you don't get Leyline in your opener, it's tough. And I don't even know. You know what? Let's try a couple more. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to. Let's see what happens if we aggressively mulligan to Leyline. Yeah, I don't even know if it's just that, though. I mean, you know, we could. Because again, you don't have any removal, you don't have any counters. But again, you're making room for all the stuff to try to make Hive Pool work, right? And that's what I'm saying. I think you almost need to play Hive Pool just as Hive Pool and nothing else. We'll keep this. Unfortunately, we don't have any of our early mana creatures. Or, I mean, just early creatures at all. Would be good. And then we kind of have to hope this survives. I don't know if it will. We are playing against a white deck that could get rid of it a bunch of different ways. Oh, you could have been nice enough to give me a 1-mana dude there, deck. I just want to get a cheap Hive Pool one time. Yep. Opponent's coming with it. Okay, well. Do this, scry. Alright, we found land. I don't know how good that is, but we found it. No, leave that alone. You don't want to touch that. I mean, we did get a backup one, but still. Dang it. You know what the really... But again, with no even bounce spells or removal spells, this is kind of part of the problem, is we can't even deal with just that creature. Yeah, not terribly exciting for us. Let's go ahead and just play this. Attack. I mean, we could spend everything, take 2, tap that down next turn to maybe do something. There goes our Sentinel. Yep. Yeah, we're just not going to be able to do anything here. Sitting here trying to figure out, like, what is even a reasonable plan. If we'd have got a couple of 1-mana things as opposed to this stuff, I think maybe there could have been a shot. But now, even if we were to get what we need, it's just not going to be enough. Yeah, I guess all we can do is this. And try to make that a bigger body. Get rid of that. And pass, I guess. Sure. Yep. What is this? A creature enters for each creature you control. All right. I've never even seen that card. But yeah, hey, you got it. It worked out. It's a big 4/3. It's the biggest thing on the battlefield right now. All right. Oh, that thing has ward even. I can't even tap that down if I wanted to. All right. Maybe I should just let them attack and then, yeah, this just ain't it. All right. GG's. You got us. Like, we're doing nothing there. There's nothing wrong with Sheltered by Ghost. Their deck was solid. It was just a good quality deck. But yeah, we needed more little guys there. I mean, if nothing else, we needed little guys so we could also just block, too. All right, let's see what we got going on. Yeah, it's funny you say decks keep coming against us and are not prepared for it. This deck is not prepared for anything. We're just trying to high roll is what we're doing. I will just play this. Trying to see what type of removal spells. Okay, Caustic Exhale, sure. All right. Well, we've already seen a deck like this earlier today, so we can't be too surprised. The problem here is we can't even play our other elf. Because we're just going to walk them into this, so it's like, eh. Or other things. All right. What if? I guess I could have, but I don't know. Does this eat a counter? Sure. They didn't reveal a dragon? All right, I guess. I mean, I'm looking at your dragon. Okay, I'm thinking I'm going to get bailed out on a weird play here. But hey, we got Thrumming Stone. It's going to get down. I don't know if it's going to stick and do cool things, but here we are. We made it happen. Gear Hulk. Well, that's a thing. Ooh, we could tap down a Gear Hulk, though. That's something, right? Was it Ward 1? Cool, let's do it. Actually, damn, I don't have any other blue mana. Alright. Oh, I could have played the Llanowar off there too, but it's fine. They're going to sweep the board anyway, or at least get rid of our little guys this turn. I mean, obviously, you're spending at least 3 mana here. It's just, what else are we doing? Yep, that makes sense. So, Note Scout, if there was ever a time I needed you to get a counter, come on now. Don't do us like this. Get a +1 for... Ah, oh, come on. You... Like, just a little bit would have been helpful. All right. And then we put them down to 4? All right, more slivers. And a land. All right, well, we got to try to attack. I mean, they're going to block something, gain 4 at least. We'll see what else they got here. Oh, well, they get to gain 8. That's all the better. As bad as that could have been. All right, so they gain 8, go to 12, take 6, go to 6. All right. I mean, the other thing, too, is you can just play this with just better bodies. is the other thing. You know, like all of our bodies are kind of small except for our 3/4 as well. So even if we got everything we wanted, it just wouldn't matter. Oh, interesting. They didn't get rid of our others. Well, I got nothing. We tried, y'all. We gave it the college try. This is, yeah, this just ain't it. We can sit and block, but nothing's coming of this. Assuming they have anything that even kills a creature. Yeah, their land gets in there, sure. Yeah, we just block and block. Go to 2. I guess I should just block with the token, keep the Llanowar Elf for something, but it doesn't matter. Oh my gosh. All right. We're good. What are you talking about? Everything's just a sliver, not a sliver merfolk. Like if we could have done this and got some, but they would have just been blockers. I mean, we're still gonna die in the air. You know? Like we could have played this, made some bodies, but I don't know if it would have made a big difference, especially with them gaining so much life. No, I get what you're saying. I'm just like, would it have been that big of a difference? I don't know. Plus, the ones we're making, we're just gonna have to block anyway. It's like, but yeah, either way, I wouldn't want to give anybody any hope for this deck. Truthfully, actually, each one triggers when your stuff attacks. It's when one or more. So we only make 2. We don't make 4. I get what you're saying, but they only make 2. It's not for each creature. It's just when one or more attacks. So that's what I was saying. It doesn't change significantly, is the problem. So like yeah, we would have been better off, but we're still just gonna die to the Meringue River region because we can't deal with flyers. So yeah, just one of those situations. The deck's not it. This is one that's just not it, folks. Which is fine. Not everything's gonna be a hit in the beginning. All right. I'm just going to grab a random deck here. We're going to play through a couple of builds while I'm just like waiting to take off for my podcast stuff. Let's see what we haven't seen today. Oh, you know what? There's one. What was I thinking of? What if, let's go with one of the terminal velocity decks. Let's try that out. Have a lot of stuff, though, we're going to play later today, for sure. Well, we got all the mana-y things. Let's see what happens. Pay the 2 life. We'll go ahead and do this. Have us a nice little lander token. I had to double check that this didn't randomly have to be used as a sorcery or something. I am going to play this, and I think just pass to make sure that we get the land. In case there were just like counters or something over there, which it feels like there are. Let's get this, since we have a lot of ways to just go get forest. Let's glimpse. Feels like there's nothing over there. Alright, well. I mean, we got all our mana. Can we find things? Got a step 1. Worked. Quantum Riddler. Okay. And then blink your Riddler. Yeah, I could appreciate that. Get another card. That's cool. Wow, nothing we can do with that, though. Sure, I guess. All right. I've now achieved that point of it's just like, we have so much mana, what are we doing with our mana? All right, free things incoming. I think we're going to be seeing that a lot with Warp, guys. We've already seen it multiple times today. Yeah, more cards. More cards, more better. All right, so that's currently 11 and 17. So that's more than we can handle. Can we get... I was hoping like one more body to make it worth it. So we can try to Smuggler's Surprise. Oh, man. We just drew no threats. We drew all rampy stuff. Yeah, all right. I mean, we'll try, but a counter means we're just dead, right? I mean, this is all we can do. And then we'll just queue up the GGs. Any type of counter, we're cooked. Nope. All right. Don't make a sacrifice a thing? All right. We don't have... We do have first strike. All right. Oh, and the dude that makes double tokens. Jeez. Not good for us. All right, that's something. Can't be too mad at that. Oh, you can't hit a... Dang it. Has to be without flying. Well, that didn't work for us, did it? Well, let's try to attack here, I guess. Makes sense. Make double tokens. All right. Then... If we're going to do that, we could just play this. We can't cast this anyway. We just have to use it as a removal spell here. All right. Well, let's off this guy. It's one less creature. And then I guess we play this tapped. Try to draw some cards. I don't think this is going to work very well in our favor, but, you know, we'll see. This does also randomly gain 2 life. I don't know if that'll come into play, but could matter. Ooh, all right. Well, that's a lot of 2-1s. All right, we just need to find a creature here and a terminal velocity. And we'll be good. Y'all were the wrong things. However, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we have plenty that we could just do max on Smuggler's Surprise, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. QQ says 9. All right. Then I guess we got to go for it. Let's see what we get. I mean, bare minimum, we at least have Dragon and 5 life. Okay. You know what? That could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot worse. Yep. At least we have a little bit of life that we can hang on to here. Yeah, his deck's wild. He's doing some crazy stuff for sure. But he's already gotten so much value. He got the copy tokens twice, got an extra 3 cards, I think, off of Riddlers. 4 cards. And then got some free stuff off the 7/5 guy. So lots of value. You know what? That's a big body. I ain't hating on it. This sucks that we can't hit any relevant creature. All this stuff's flying. Like, that's so brutal. Boy. What are we doing here? All right, this takes 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'd have 3 left over. I mean, I guess we gotta go for it, right? I mean, they could double block our sires. It's actually not even worth attacking. All right, let's just do this. And what is this? Permanent ability to trigger an additional time. All right, so they could just make extra draw cards, whatever. Okay, well. Did we play a land? We didn't. All right. I mean, we have a 10/10 we can try to do something with. All I wanted this whole time was a dang terminal velocity. And we milled one to the graveyard. Yeah. Let's attack with the 10/10, I guess. I don't know. I mean, block with things. Yeah, I don't know. Sure. I guess I'll go ahead and... This is a thing we can actually kill. In the turn. The funny thing is, I could be attacking with Sires of 7 Deaths, but all I'm be doing is just picking off, like, 1 creature. Sure. You get a thing. Probably getting rid of our token. Yep, that makes sense. Then blink it. Yep. Fortune makes sense. The best thing here is that we managed to get to 30 life. Okay, let's go and just get the land. Let's see what this does. Get rid of one of our sires. Go to 2. Oh, man, really? All right. Well, sure. Go for it, opponent. See you later, Olapod. Thanks for stopping by, friend. How do I get out of this? Like, really, we could just sweep their whole board. We have cards that could have dealt with everything the whole time. We just drew lands while they were drawing cards. I mean, like, what else are you supposed to do? Hey, we found a thing. Hopefully that last card's not a counter. Hey, we actually get more cards to draw more land. Oh, man. It's almost just laughably embarrassing at this point. But you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What is this actually put in? Yeah. Okay. There you go. That should get the job done. Just gaining some life to be safe. That makes sense. Yep. Can't fault you for it. You know what? Cool. At least I get to draw a card off of it. Let's see what happens. And first strike damage. I, you know, even when we got to draw cards, it was just card, creature, card on lands. So just like, I don't. Like, I'm going to attack with this. And they'll probably just block with the 3/2 or something. Okay. I'm actually not upset that because we do get another body and we get a card that is also a land. All right. All right. Like I don't know what to do here. I feel like I tried, y'all. I did the best I could. This is just one of those ones we'll just have to pick up later and just do better in the evening streams. Yeah, pump your team up, man. Just go for it. Come over the top. Yeah, that works. I mean, keeps cards out of our hands. That's legit. This doesn't actually even let us draw, does it? It's just put an artifact creature card from your hand on the battlefield. Yeah. So now if we draw one, it's actually not that good. We kind of need to draw back-to-back Vaultborn Tyrants. It's probably the best thing we could do. All right, go get what few basics are left in the deck. I mean, we have 3 basics left. We've gotten. Are you serious? I have almost no lands left. Like, legitly. Like, I don't. Like, I don't. Like, I've. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we just die. Yeah, you got it, man. All you. Like, even if we get another smuggler surprise, I would need to hit like still hit double Vaultborn Tyrant or something. Yeah, you got it. Yep. Yep. Everything's gonna trigger more. And then he didn't even attack me. Man, put me out of my misery, Swayze. What are we doing? I don't even want the ability to possibly draw my way out of it. And of course, we got a terminal velocity where nothing matters. Yeah. All right. Well, GG's. We just didn't do anything. That's terrible. That's terrible. Oh, boy. What do you do? What do you do? We had 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 with 18 in the yard. So there was like 5 lands, 6 lands left. And then we finally got a terminal velocity. It didn't matter. It's like, ah, well. But okay, I'm going to take a break, y'all. I'm going to log off. We're going to go record a podcast, and then I will be back on. I'm going to guess around 6 to 6:30 Pacific time, and then we'll play till the queues are empty, basically. It's going to be our game plan. So come catch up with us if you want to play some more Magic later and see more Edge of Eternities.